Hello, everybody. Welcome to LazArcade with me, BSF Gaming. Today, we have multiple streams, starting with this one. Wednesdays, AMC at Spa in the Nissan GTR Group 4. Two races as always, the 15-minute sprint followed by the 1 hour endurance. And after this will be the Thursday Precision Motorsport PMS Endurance Series. And then, if I've got time today, I'll even do the Euro GTs separate after that. For those of you that are new to this, AMC is Andy's Man Club, a male mental health charity here in the UK. They have an ever-growing amount of locations nationwide, and this is Series 5, Round 2. Long-time supporters of Andy's Man Club. Anybody who would like to go back, watch any of Series 4, feel free to do so in its little playlist. And just give them any support that you can. Mental health is a massive thing these days, and male mental health is even less spoke about in general. So these guys do an amazing job, and really proud of them, and really proud to be able to do something for them. Hopefully, long may it continue. Well, it will long continue because I'm not stopping. So, today, or Wednesday, I just realised I can press an L2 button and something comes up. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Learn something new every day. What does L1 do? Nothing. I know what R1 and R2 do. Right, so Jeff qualifies on pole ahead of Wixie, who was only a millisecond behind, but first time in a long time that he hasn't qualified on pole. T-Jam passed the lag check. Unfortunately, though, 3 corners into the race, completely and utterly lagged out, so he will be pulling off quite quickly. Poster Boy qualified 4th, Shugs 5th, myself, BsfGaming's 6th, Axel 7th, Wumjo 8th, 49, Liam 10, Diva in 11. We'll just jump straight in to race 1. And 5 lights, and out they go. Jeff with a brilliant start, keeping ahead of Wixie. On the inside, behind that is T-Jam, and as you can see, the lag just came out of nowhere, and literally just battered everyone around. So poor Poster Boy, taking avoiding action, drops a little bit back from the leading 2, Shugs up early into P5, Axel following in P6, Axel having to take to the curb to avoid contact, picking up a penalty along with Shugs. BSF in the slipstream. Wumjo here in 8th, chased by Fordy and Diva, and unfortunately this is the bit where T-Jab literally just pulls over and leaves the room as not to break it. Massive respect to anyone who does that. If you do come into the series and you've got a bit of lag, stick it out. We'll try and make do. If it's really bad and you take yourself out of the picture for the better quality racing, kudos to you. You still get points for turning up for both races. Excuse me. Still get points for turning up to both races for last place. But it's just good sportsmanship. Oh, and right in front of Diva goes a spinning Wumjo, doing a full 360, nearly collecting Liam. But he manages to get away with that. BSF has overtaken Axel, who has dropped back behind 40 and trying with a penalty to close back up to them. Diva with a massive run after Axel serving the penalty there. Backs out of the penultimate corner, doesn't want to get into any silly accidents. BSF all over the back of Posterboy, who in turn is all over the back of Shugs, and Shugs having a little bit of a wide one there. Posterboy jumping out of the way to not collide with him as he rejoins. BSF on the inside of Posterboy, almost goes for the move. Big twitch on the exit. 5-way battle in behind this group of 3. And that group of 3 very quickly turning into a group of 6 or more. Oh, Liam with a big twitch up over Rouge. Axel on the outside now, trying to go past her. Does find 40 slipstream. BSF chasing down Posterboy, who's still all over the back of Shugs. There's green flags flying there. Somebody up in front maybe having an off. Maybe those marshals just fly green flags for the whole race for no reason. Not too sure. But as they come down the hill on lap 2, Shugs and Posterboy still line astern. BSF still trying to pick them off. 40 in behind with Axel and Liam going too wide. Liam round the outside. Wamjo trying to stick a nose in. Oh, there's a bit of contact there. Liam sends Axel to Narnia and pulls over straight into Wamjo, and then Diva collides with the 3 of them. Axel somehow manages to get back going. Liam pulling off the track to give the place back, collects 2 other cars. All a bit messy, but that has sort of opened up a bit of a gap here to the guys in front. 40 and Wamjo, who... Oh, brilliant move by Wamjo up the inside of 40 into the bus stops chicane. Wamjo will now try and set off after BSF, who isn't that far ahead and still trying to get past Posterboy. Who's just dropped off the back of Shugs, and that little gap, although this doesn't look very good, up into Radio Rouge, entered side by side. BSF backs out but gets a good run down the back straight. The slipstream not strong enough though to tow him back up to Posterboy, who had a much cleaner run. Wamjo goes for a deep dive. BSF just off the track a tiniest bit. And holds on to P5 for the moment. You've got Wamjo 40. Axel's managed to close back up. Diva in behind also. Closing in quite rapidly. The whine of the Nissan engine there. They're flying down the hill. BSF throws it in to Puad, and Wamjo on the outside, 3 wide. He's probably gonna pick up a penalty for that. No, game says okay, fine, you were forced wide. Very nice. penalty system being sort of lenient for a minute, maybe. The penalty system here in Gran Turismo absolutely ruined at the moment. People getting penalties for getting taken off. Corners, white lines not being counted. Wall riding is back apparently on some tracks. It's all sorts of shenanigans going on at the moment. While those shenanigans are staying away, Wumjo and 40, Wumjo might pick one up for that. We'll find out shortly. I think he's got away with it again. And if he has, that means 40 and Axel into the bus stop. Axel straightens up, gets a brilliant exit alongside 40 now. 40 just chops the nose off as they come into the first corner. Wumjo's wide, 40 up the inside. Axel trying to follow through. Liam right behind, just trying to pick up any pieces that he can. And Liam cuts ahead of Wumjo, although up Eau Rouge is all sorts of wide and he's slow. That's going to give Wumjo the chance to catch up. Wumjo did finally get a half-second penalty for that corner cut up Eau Rouge. Axel up the inside of 40, good bit of space given, little door banging as they go through, and Liam's off into the gravel. Liam and Wumjo following in sympathy. Let's let Diva sneak through. These two heavily racing. Liam trying to make a move, just getting caught out and running a bit wide, and Wumjo following. Liam trying to sneak his way up into a gap that isn't quite there, and Axel sliding. Liam again, just a little bum tap. Axel collects it. Liam backs out very nicely. Diva and Wumjo go flying through. That little bit of niggle has let 40 get away. Axel now too, just trying to get back to 40, and very quickly does in the space of 2 or 3 corners. 40's chasing BSF. This midfield battle is absolutely tooth and nail. BSF is now in full attack mode. The windscreen wipers of doom are on, and everybody else has got to watch out. And there in the background was Wumjo and Liam side by side into the bus stop chicane. 40, Axel, Diva, Liam, and as they come down the track, BSF is on a mission, getting moving. It's now on the back of Poster Boy and up the next. Axel with a good late lunge. Gets closed in on by 40. Spun right on the apex. That's Axel now slow on the exit of the corner because basically just stopped dead in the wall, which leaves Diva and Liam in 40 slipstream here. BSF almost onto the back of Poster Boy, getting closer by the meter. Those soft tyres really hanging on to dear life at this moment in time. Little Bella Cat wants to come have a cuddle. You can come have a little sit on the lap if you want, do you? Come on. Come on then. Poster Boy trying his damnedest to defend, and he's off wide. That could be a penalty. And even if it isn't, BSF sneaks through. BSF is up to 4th now. Can he catch the leading 3, who are all within a whisper of each other? Bella Cat has jumped away. Poster Boy now just trying to hold on to the slipstream of BSF and use him as a drag post up to the front if such time allows it. 3 minutes to go. Pit lane's already been closed for 2 whole minutes, so no more pit stops now. The camera is stuck. Jeff going for a move on Shugs, or Shugs going for a move on Jeff. Either way, Shugs is wide. That's probably going to be a penalty. He's going to be very lucky if he gets away with that, and he doesn't, unfortunately. Jeff just has to stick with him now for the rest of this lap, and he'll pick him off at the penalty line. Wixie on the medium tyres for this race, doing a very, very, very good job of pulling away. I say pulling away. He's barely a second, maybe a second and a half ahead of these guys, but doing a very good job of being at the front and holding the pace. BSF is on his way. He is coming. Not very fast, by about 0.4 of a second per lap. Right behind him, Poster Boy and 40. 40 comes across and smashes Poster Boy. Poster Boy with a rejoin. Oh, and a massive contact with Liam. Liam hits the wall. Diva now with a run is going to get them all. And Mumjo with a dive bomb. Oh, collects Diva and Liam. Diva, 40 goes through. Liam and Diva trying to rejoin, bumping each other again. And Poster Boy, Diva just going a bit deep, squares the corner off and gets a decent-ish exit, but Wumjo missing his braking completely with 4 or 5 cars in front of him. Poster Boy just going backwards, those tyres are dead. Diva on his customary mediums is hanging on very well. Liam on the softs, struggling. 40's on some mediums and doing alright. But Liam right behind 40 now. Gets right up over the curb and sends... 40's off. 40's back. 40 takes out Liam, and I think that was Poster Boy flying off into Narnia. It is. It's 40 running wide, collecting Liam and Eva and everybody with the rejoin, and Wumjo serving the penalty. Slow. Liam sick. Diva has got through to 5th, and somehow, by the grace of gods, has got away with too much damage. Wixie does cross the line first. Jeff 2nd. He managed to get Shugs with the penalty. BSF 4th. Diva's 5th. Liam's 6th. 47th. Wumjo is going to come home 8th, pending penalties. Poster Boy 9th. We did lose somebody else there. We lost Axel. So, the results pending the penalty review. Wixie followed by Jeff, who got Shugs on that last lap. BSF 4th, Diva 5th, Liam 6th, 47th, Wumjo 8th, Posterboy 9th, Axel 10th with a disconnect, and T-Jam 11th, will stay 11th, disconnected himself through lag. So, while I load up race 2, quick recap of what's going on this week. This coming week we have what day is today? Sunday. So starting tomorrow, Axel's World Tour Cup is moving from Tuesday 9 PM till Mondays 8 PM. Start its day fresh. Axel is currently struggling with work schedule, starting early on Wednesdays, so we're going to give him his own day. He's taking Monday through popular vote in the current server. So Axel's World Tour Cup is now Monday, 8 p.m. UK time. Lobby will open at 7:30, and if you'd like to join, drop us a message in chat. Follow the Facebook BSF Gaming, which has the LazArcade and BSF Gaming logos that you'll see on this YouTube channel and every other video, especially the compilations. We are at Dragon Trail Gardens in the Radical this week, so that will be interesting. After that, we have Diva 1992's Academy Series British GTs on Tuesday, same time, 8 p.m. UK time, 7:30 p.m. lobbies open. I don't know where we're at, unfortunately, because I've only got 3 brain cells and 2 of them are sleeping. I probably should write everything down before I start the stream so I don't end up talking shit for 30 seconds. But hey, that's what you all love, keeping it real since 1989. After that, what have we got? We got AMC on Wednesday, funnily enough, every week. That I do know where we're at, I believe. We are at Dragon Trail Gardens again in the WRX Isle of Man. So that will be interesting. Dragon Trail Gardens getting a good run out this week. Good track, mixed weather. It's always a bit of fun. That again, 8 p.m. UK time Wednesday. Lobbies open 7:30 p.m. And if you would like to get involved, drop us a message in chat. Follow the Facebook BSF Gaming, PSN Network BSF Gaming. Drop us a message, and I'll give you a new working Discord link, as they always seem to time out when people message me going, oh, the Discord link doesn't work. And I'll look at it and it's expired because they only last about 7 days. Sometimes a bit longer, but not very. Thursday will be the Precision Motorsport PMS Endurance Series, as always. I think I know where that is. Can't remember for the life of me. I know it's a wet race. I know it's a wet race because it's got some big, heavy weather. Or does it? I don't know. We'll find out. I can't remember with the PMS. What he doesn't send me anything till Monday, and I do this usually on the Saturday, Sunday. So by Tuesday, I kind of got more of a clue what's going on. But that's Thursday, so that is open to all ranks with plenty of space in both lobbies, as people have got work schedules and operations and whatnot coming up, so plenty of spaces available. 8 p.m. UK time, 7:30 lobbies open. Friday, Freaky Fridays. Freaky Fridays we will start doing again. It's literally just community stuff. So if anybody wants to jump in and just do some trials and like testing, and we'll literally just get a couple of guys together or whoever's free, and we'll just open up a lobby and we'll just winners chooses cars. Thinking that we might potentially do it as a stream, but we also talk a load of crap, so probably not ideal, listening to a bunch of middle-aged men talking about mother's socks in 1972 while having dinner with the Hulk and getting abducted by aliens or some weird cockamamie stuff like that. Following that is Saturday, again, the European GT Series. The European GT Series, again, I don't have a clue where I'm at. I know where, I know how to find out where I'm at, because I've only got 3 brain cells again. 2 of them are asleep. That will be at the Red Bull Ring, and that is going to be where, and that is going to be absolutely catastrophic for everyone involved. That will be a bloody good race for watching people cry like little girls, because, hey, I have no qualms. I want everybody to race in Red Rain before the end of any series, and so far we've had 1 race with Red Rain in it, and it missed the track by 40 fucking miles. Not even close to the track. So come on, Gran Turismo, throw in more Red Rain. Your rain when it's on ray tracing is actually very bloody good, and I love watching it, especially here on the PS5. Right, getting a bit eager. Axel managed to rejoin, so he is on pole for race 2, reverse grid. Fordy had to leave. He had an emergency at the airport. Apparently a bus broke down and needed fixing because nobody knew how to fix it. He got there, and it's an electric bus. So how do you fix an electric bus? Control-Alt-Delete. Turn the power off, turned it back on. Ugh, look at that, it works. He had to leave home, travel for 45 minutes, go to work, fix that, stick around all night, just in case something happened, come home. Gets paid for it for being on call. Bloody good money. But it's your day off, mate. Come on. If somebody there can't figure out how to turn the bloody switch off and turn it back on, I swear to God, people. Anything electronic, just turn it off and turn it back on. If it still doesn't work, then get the tech guy in. If you don't even try to turn it on and off. Jesus. Anyway, Axel first, Poster Boy last place, comes in second. Womto third, Liam fourth, Diva fifth, BSF will be sixth, Shugs seventh, Jeff eighth, Wixie ninth. And away we go. So T-Jam didn't come back for this race. He will still get points for last place because he did turn up to race 1 and it's lag induced why he left, not anything else. Turn 1, Axel and BSF are off wide, trying to avoid any catastrophic damages. Poster Boy into P2, BSF dropping all the way to the back, or almost to the back, having a big wobble through the middle of the turn. As they head down the back straight, this is going to be carnage. 6 cars all within a hair's width of each other. And as they break into the first of the chicanes, little bit of door rubs, but nothing bad. Wixie trying to get stuck in up the inside of Jeff, trying to force his way through. Did he make it? No, he didn't. He got caught behind Womjo. Jeff is on the outside and has BSF right behind him. Right by him is Womjo. Wixie trying to go for the move here, but getting boxed in. Liam right behind this group. Jeff just extending and getting away at the moment. Womjo sliding wide. Oh, and up over the curb. Gets a bit of air. Wixie very lucky not to get a face full of Womjo bum. Shugs is off in P3 chasing after Poster Boy. Axel has got the lead for the moment and is trying to run away. Somebody was up on the curb badly there. BSF, Jeff all over it. It was probably BSF as he gets a half-second track limit penalty. Wixie's all over his chuff like no tomorrow, and goes. Oh, that was Jeff. Tries to go around the outside. There's no space. Darting left, darting right. Oh, making a little bit of contact with Liam. Womjo avoiding badly, going left onto the AstroTurf. Wixie still can't find a way by. BSF's derriere is extremely large in real life, and on the track isn't much smaller by the looks of it. Keeping the only A rank in the lobby, Wixie, right behind him. Down the hill though, Wixie's got alongside and slightly ahead and takes the corner. BSF, oh, Liam trying to stick his nose in. That's going to give BSF another bit of penalty. Definitely. There we go. It's inevitable if you go off anywhere up there. But with that, goes back up the inside of Wixie. So if you're going to take a penalty, you might as well use it to an advantage, and does so. Gets back ahead of Wixie. Wixie starting on medium tyres too. Jeff just in front also with a penalty, so BSF wants to just sit on Jeff's shoulder and try and get ahead at the penalty line. Jeff starting on hards though. He's going to really be struggling to get them up to temperature and have any sort of grip in this early stage. But if you can get them up to temperature, just get them bedded in nicely, they'll be alright come the middle end of the stint. BSF show, oh, and Liam with a bum tap, sending BSF sideways. Wixie getting collected by that, just backing out. BSF running deep, Wixie back up the inside and approaching the penalty line. Womjo goes around the outside, Diva coming, and that is going to be BSF to the back again. Jeff managing to hold on to P5, although shuffled wide by Womjo, who backs out and gives Jeff that place back. BSF picking up another half second almost immediately after serving it, so that wasn't brilliant. And off into the pits goes BSF. So BSF getting off the track, out of the way of all the traffic. Needs to get that front bumper damage. I think that might have been caused by the concertina into the penultimate corner maybe. Womjo though trying to chase down Liam, who's having a very strong start to this race. Wixie has shuffled ahead of Jeff quite quickly. Axel's going backwards as those soft tyres just drop off a cliff in these early stages. Full tanks of fuel and soft tyres don't really make a good combination. Wixie sliding around, Jeff back up the inside, and as those hard tyres start to warm up, then they will become very, very nice. And I say very nice, they'll just last a lot longer than the soft and the mediums. Just holding on to their peak grip a little bit longer. The medium's not doing too bad though, straight away. It's only early doors, lap 3, 5 minutes in, and Womjo all over the curb at Puon. Liam up the inside looking for a run. It's going to be on the outside of the chicane here. It's a very long, sweepy, hot, medium speed chicane. Axel holding on to P3 with those softs. Joe wide though. Liam and Diva filter through. BSF is on to hards. That half-second penalty still looming, but doing his damnedest just to get back to the pack or try and undercut these guys. The undercut probably not as big as what he was hoping with the tyre wear here. Wixie in fourth, stuck behind Axel for the minute. That allows Jeff to close back in. Jeff just having a bit of a untidy lap here. And Axel nearly loops it around on the exit on the AstroTurf. Wixie having a bit of a scruffy one as well, backing out of Axel's slipstream or trail marks just to not collide with him. Axel does go wide though at turn one. Those soft tyres already at half health, and right behind him now is Liam, both of them with a track limit penalty as they come into Eau Rouge. Liam goes across the grass. That's probably another penalty. He does get it, cutting the corner at the bottom of the hill. Jeff chasing hard, cannot get close to Wixie. Up at the front, Shugs and Poster Boy are all over each other, but Shugs getting out of control on the entry to the chicane, loses a bit of ground. That in turn is going to give Wixie some draft and pull him back up to the front, and Jeff is right behind. He'll also go with them. And as we head into the night phase of the race, Axel and Liam right behind. Liam, Axel having a bit of a wobble. And all over the curb, Liam. Axel all banging. Liam backs out, gives Axel the place straight away. Tries to go around the outside. And he's on the grass. Liam nearly wipes Axel out. Wamjo sees this, he's closing in, he's got no penalties. Axel does get another 1 second, so 1.5 seconds of penalties for Axel. And that means Liam will jump him in the penalty zone. How's BSF getting on? He's in 8th. Diva has gone to intermediates. So Diva usually reacts very early to any sort of weather on the radar. That's a very good indication that something wet is on his way. BSF does not have the windscreen wipers on, so attack mode is not activated just yet. However, closing in on the back of the guys in front. Liam's on the outside of Wamjo, gets a very good drive. Wamjo just trying to hold in there, will not get the exit that he wanted. Coming into Eau Rouge again, over Radion, into the... and Wamjo gets a very good run and sneaks past straight away. Axel now as well with a good run will sneak up the inside of Liam. 2 in 1. 3 wide. Here we go. Who's going to win? Wamjo wins the braking. Then Axel. A bit of touchy. Liam right behind, trying to get anything here. Just needs to hold his ground just a little bit. Just hold your ground, Liam. No need to fight. BSF has picked up another half second of penalties, probably for Radion Eau Rouge again, because that is his nemesis. And we hear there's a collision. Axel and Wamjo collide just ahead. Axel, massive damage. Wamjo too. So those two coming together as they head down the hill. Diva on the intermediates, the rain still hasn't come yet, so that is a whole lap, maybe too early. as we come to the end of lap 5, the clouds are rolling in, the weather's on its way. BSF is caught back up to the back of this main pack. The pack is a little bit stretched out at this time though. Serving the penalty. Axel serves his penalty but picks up another half second of track limits, and the windscreen wipers are on. Windscreen wipers are on for everyone except BSF, still not in attack mode. And that means that the rain is coming down, and the wetometer there in the bottom left hand corner next to the tyres starting to fill up. We are coining that, the wetometer. Axel is into the pits. Wumjo on the hards, BSF on the hards. And now as the rain comes, getting heavier and heavier, the strategy's starting to play out. Up ahead of this, Liam is now onto the back of Jeff. Jeff just taking it very easy. He's on those hards that he started on. He's managed to go long into the rain. Posterboy on mediums, Shugs on mediums, Wixie on mediums. So the guys ahead all on mediums. They're going to have a little bit more grip than Jeff in these conditions. But the Nissan GTR being four-wheel drive will definitely be able to handle the vast majority of this for a while. BSF already up to 6th and on a mission and a half, running wide into Pouon, and you do not want to get off track here in the wet. In front of him, Liam also having a bit of a skate on the grass. Oh, BSF off again, just finding those hard tyres. Oh, big power slide, big wiggle coming down the straight. It's gonna run deep and just about collects it up. And in front of him, Shugs is off from near the front, and the rain really pelting down now. Liam, Jeff, Posterboy, Wixie up in front. He's going to be the first one to deal with all the rain, and on those mediums just about getting away with it. Behind him, Posterboy, Jeff doing good as well. Liam going miles wide over the grass, rejoins. Shugs, BSF, all both out of control in the break. So by goes Shugs, Liam goes deep, BSF even deeper. Shugs looking for a rejoin, gets one. So out of that, BSF does not pit, neither does Jeff. So BSF and Jeff on the hard tyres going long, everybody else into the pits. Axel went to the pits and has come out with more damage and no new tyres, so that was unfortunate. Diva already on the intermediates, now into the bus stop. They 2 laps too early, but the rain has stopped, so the intermediates probably being the way to go. Is going to pick up a few places here. Liam comes out on full wets. Gets 5.5 seconds of penalty for his troubles. Wixie is also on to full wets, so he is hoping that there's more rain. Definitely. Diva comes back up to 5th. Posterboy also on full wets. Shugs on intermediates, and the rain does come back again. But only briefly and only lightly. And as the track ums and ahs about drying out, the two up the front just want it done ASAP on those dry, hard tyres. BsF sliding his way through the corners, getting the speed down, running right up to the very limit. Jeff as well. Just incredibly slow, tentatively putting the power on. BsF there off in the background up Puon, just not got the tyre grip or temperature anymore. And the more you hit those big puddles, the more the tyres cool down, the less grip you're going to have. It's a never-ending cycle. You need the dryness of the track to keep the temperatures in the tyres, to keep them working. Otherwise, you just got to get off and suck it with the wet tyres. And the wet tyre runners, for the moment, nose to tail. The intermediate guys all behind. Wumjo went to wets as well. He's going to go for a quick run by the looks of it. But the track already starting to dry out. The wetometer down to half. And as they all head into the final corner, Wixie, Poster Boy, Shugs and Diva just wants to get clean air so he can do his own strategy. He doesn't care about fighting this early on. 20 minutes in, there's still 40 minutes to go. Just wants to keep his head down, keep the car clean, free of damage, and pick people off towards the end. All over the wet patch, trying to keep those tyres cool. Into the braking zone goes Diva. Wumjo looking for a gap. There isn't one just yet. Right behind these comes Liam. Diva now chasing Poster Boy, who is right on the back of BsF. BsF is still on the hards, so still struggling. And as they come up Eau Rouge, really struggling to put the power down. Now with the windscreen wipers on, probably just to see where to go with the spray. Or maybe he's reactivated attack mode. We'll find out in a few corners time. Liam going to be much better on the brakes while there's still some wetness around. You see the wetometer. Oh, a big slide for BsF out into the gravel. Oh, and loops it. Does he keep it out the wall? He does very nicely. Does a pirouette just for good measure. And that's what happens when you're on hard tyres in the wet. Very clumsy lap, but now the track drying right out on the racing line. That's all he's got to do. Just stick to it and the track will come back to you. Liam and Wumjo having a decent battle. Wumjo wide. That leaves Liam to go through. They're chasing Diva, who is still on the back of Poster Boy, who in turn is chasing Shugs and Wixie. Wixie's picked up a penalty. No damage. But those wet tyres, and there's Jeff off as well. Jeff on the hard tyres still as well. Pushing just a little bit too hard. Too early. Catching a wet patch. And off you go. And now as the track starts to come back to the dry tyres, still a lot of spray around in certain patches. Poster Boy, Diva, Wumjo, Liam, BsF at the back as well, closing back in. There's a half-second penalty there for track limits. Wumjo doing all right, hunting for the wet stuff straight away. BsF into the pit lane again. So obviously thinking I've had enough of the hards. running a bit low on fuel as well. Just wants to get off onto something fresher. Diva doing very well, pitting early for the intermediates. Can't help but feel if he went one more lap on the softs and then came in, he'd be a long way up the road. However, Axel moves up to 8th. That puts BSF into the back. Liam up the inside of Diva. Diva all over the curb. Liam with a switchback. Goes onto the outside. Oh, runs wide. Straight off into the gravel. Wumjo looking for a move on Diva. Gets it onto the apex, but doesn't complete the move just yet. And doesn't. He has to slot in behind. Oh, and a good switchback from Wumjo. Right up the inside on the exit. Down the hill. Poster Boy has been passed by Jeff, who's still on those hard tyres. Jeff going really, really, really long on this first stint. And if he can just keep going, Diva and Liam having a little bit of a tangle there as well. If he can just keep going for another lap or so, he's going to find himself right back on the front of the pack, with Wixie on the wets really struggling. Shrugs on the intermediates, optimum tyre right now. It's just enough wetness for it to stay cool. Perfect amount of dry track or drying track for it to have plenty of grip. Jeff is now flying again as the track starts to come back to him. Coming into the bus stop, right behind him is Wumjo, Liam and Poster Boy. Wixie's in, Poster Boy's in, so the wet runners, Jeff is in as well. The wet runners are all in. Or are they? Liam on the wets goes for one more lap. BSF is on some soft tyres now. Just looking to close any gap possible while these guys all pits. Jeff is the de facto dry runner leader so far, but he's got such a lot of fuel to pick up. That's going to be an incredibly long pit stop. BSF through the last corner. Wixie is out early with only 83% fuel. Poster Boy was 74. So they're going to be out in front of Jeff on their dry tyres. BSF is going to come out 8th. Jeff, with his pit stop, struggling to get out of the pits, will be from 3rd to last in one pit stop. Poster Boy on hards now. Wixie on softs. Ahead of him is Axel, still on intermediates. Those intermediates now starting to overheat. Wumjo has been off. He's still on wet tyres, really struggling now as they overheat. Liam too. Diva, who went to intermediates very early, is now 2nd. And in a very good position because he's got the most amount of fuel of those that haven't pitted. Minus Wumjo, who is a long way back. So if he can get into the pits and onto some dry tyres and get up to pace very quickly, there's a good chance that he'll come out in a very good position. At the back, Jeff is on to some mediums, so he's now on the mission of catching back to the pack. He's just clipping the damp patches in the right places. A little bit wide into the gravel. I say that, commentator's curse. Jeff going wide onto the final straight, or kinky straight. Diva and Shugs are both in from 1 and 2. Liam goes through, so Liam's not pitted again. He's going to get every ounce of life out of those wet tyres possible. But they will just overheat. And the more they overheat, the less grip he's going to get. Wixie will come through to claim the de facto lead. Axel on the intermediate still. That was Shugs coming out the pit lane. BSF is up to 6th. Jeff now up to 7th. Diva still in the pits, taking huge fuel. So Diva, Womjo jumps him out of the pits onto softs. Diva goes onto softs. And very tentatively comes out of the pits. And off he goes. So Diva from second to last. Jeff chasing BSF, different tyres. BSF, he's just got to keep it on the dry patch. In front of him, somebody's off. Wixie's gone wide. In front of him, Axel and Shugs. Poster Boy. Oh, Poster Boy ditched it into the wall. That was the one that went off. Exit stage left Poster Boy. Axel with those intermediates just dying by the second. Shugs on hards, also struggling. BSF back to 4th place now, although those softs will not last very long. Chasing Axel, gets up the inside, thinks about it. Shugs on the back of BSF, just holding station. BSF with the windscreen wipers on, full attack mode engaged. Has to take to the grass to avoid Axel serving his penalty. Wixie ahead of them is very slow, also serving a penalty by the looks of it. And as it comes down to the bus stop, BSF is up to 2nd. Gone from last to 2nd in a lap or 2. That's Liam. Liam diving into the pit lane will get the penalty for corner cutting. That's half a second for corner cutting. We'll get another 3 seconds for the pit lane entry cut. And as the track continues to dry, these guys now nose to tail. 1, 2, 3. Jeff closing back in for 4th. And can't help but feel that these guys just trying to... Oh, Shugs around the outside of BSF, who has to take a massive lift and still gets the penalty for Eau Rouge. Just about to say, they've just got to take it easy and not pick up any silly penalties. BSF goes and does it straight away. Wixie now on the softs will be rapid, following Shugs. Track on the dry line at least is now fully dry. However, anything off of that, and it is definitely not. The curbs are still extremely wet, as Poster Boy found out last lap around. Wixie has gone as well. Wixie has done a Poster Boy and sent it straight into the wall, and a few donuts for good measure, trying to get back to the track. Oh, he's got to do a 3-point turn. Wixie, massive damage. Womjo in the background, all squirrely on the curb, has gone to some softs. So, lots of carnage as the track decides that it wants to do different things. Oh, BSF with a massive tail slide. And as as I say that, Shugs goes and ditches it in the wall as well and is stuck. There we go. He finds reverse. Oh, smashes the wall a bit more for good measure. So BSF from last to first to third to first. Jeff is now closing in on those mediums. Those mediums, probably the ideal tyre. They have a slightly lower working temperature and they last much longer. Poster boy on the hards has decided not to repair the damage just yet. He's going to go as long as he can to make this stint last. Shugs has recovered from his spin and is now right behind Wixie, and behind those is Womjo, and the rain, I think, just starting to spit again. I see a lot of windscreen wipers on. Now, unless everybody else is re-engaging attack mode, that usually determines that the rain is coming. However, I think it might have just been a little sprinkle, because they've all gone off again. Wixie's is flashing occasionally. There goes Shugs. There goes Wixie's. The track seems to still be dry. Oh, Wixie ditches the wheel on the wet on the entry to the chicane. And windscreen wipers starting to flare a bit more. Shugs going deep, just about holds it on the dry patch. Wixie right in behind the, or up the front, BSF and Jeff nose to tail. Jeff's windscreen wipers are on fully now. So is the rain back again? Or are they just on because they're right on the spray? I mean, there's not much spray on the dry line. There's plenty off of it still. Windscreen wipers of Jeff are off again. Poster boy third, Shugs fourth, Wixie fifth. Womjo looking for a move, thinks better of it. Axel having a recovery drive. Liam a long way back in 8th, Diva 9th. Back to front, BSF tyres are absolutely shot. Hasn't got a choice but to go again, because if the rain is on its way, you do not want to pit too early and give up dry track. Holding on with tyres that are absolutely ruined. Jeff on the mediums, doing alright. Poster boy third, a little way back with the damage, just holding station. Wixie's gone again. Womjo is some part of that. Womjo's picked up massive damage. Shugs sneaks through up to 4th, and I can't help but feel that there is a little sprinkle in the air because the dry line occasionally picking up a wet patch. And these guys are a long way back from the lead now. They need to start working together if they're going to drag themselves back up. Axel on the hards. Diva's in for another pit stop. So he's gone from inters to softs to wets to inters. What's he going to go to now? We'll find out in a minute. Jeff has taken over from BSF. BSF with a half-second penalty has ditched it somewhere, and Jeff is now running away. Although he hits the wet patch, it's up on the grass, is off the track. BSF back in hunt mode. Jeff just got to keep hold of it. So BSF has had a big off. Lost a lot of time to Jeff, and that's not what these two want. They want some clean air, some clean laps, just to extend their advantage over P3 for as long as possible. I think BSF's gonna have to pit. Those tyres are dead. And if they're gonna give the softs, they just give up their grip so fast. And there he goes, off goes BSF. So Jeff is now on his own. And as he continues, we'll keep an eye on BSF. Poster Boy is also into the pits with now even more damage. Shugs and Womjo and Wixie are all in a group here behind them. And the weather looks weird. It's overcast, but it's not dark, it's not light, it's right in between everything. However, the dry line is still dry. I don't think that the track is going to be wet enough for anything other than dry tyres. BSF comes out on some mediums. Poster Boy comes out on more hards. Softs. Poster Boy moves to softs. So Jeff up at the front, coming down Puon, has a massive off. He's now gonna just have to tentatively get back to the track, and does so. Oh, who was that? Somebody's having a massive spin. I think that was Wixie or Womjo. In the background, Axel closing back in P5, Liam P6, BSF 4-second penalty, must have cut the pit lane line and had a bit of an off somewhere else. So the undercut not working this lap at least. BSF just needs to keep it on the dry stuff. Doesn't need to push hard. Poster Boy P8 on those softs is on a move. Diva's gone back to some mediums now. Long way off the back, having pitted 48 times. Just wants to take it easy and close back in at a steady rate. Jeff, the tyres looking very good. Only about a fifth worn. Shugs on the hards and the damage up to P2. Wixie doing alright, P3. Soft tyres, those working very well initially, but the damage there holding him up. Axel and Womjo also damaged. So they are both slower than what they want to be. Liam is the next car without damage, doing very well on the hard tyres, closing back up to that pack. BSF is in again. So BSF, having pitted for mediums off of softs, can't help but feel that's purely for damage. However, such a long way off the lead, you're probably better off just sucking it up for a little bit and taking the... What we're doing, we're going new tyres. Not taking any fuel, just intermediates. Well, the track is still dry, so BSF doing a diva and preempting some rain. Windscreen wipers are on, full attack mode. Trouble with the full attack mode is if you do it too early on these intermediates on a dry track, you're gonna hurt them. BSF hunting for the wet patches straight away. Oh, and here comes the rain. I can hear it, you can see it just pittering out onto the track. And that could be a blinder, that could be a saving grace. I can't help but feel if they had made the softs just last one more lap, could have come in, and Jeff now into the pits as well from the lead. It's so far ahead, there's no way on earth BSF is catching. Shugs and Wixie also now heading towards the pit lane, potentially. Jeff may well need fuel now to get to the end. 15 minutes to go, so the pit lane closes with 5 to go. Jeff, Shugs, Wixie all in, Axel in, Liam in, so everybody is pitting. BSF just coming around the onto the back straight. Jeff is out, so there's no way BSF is going to get anywhere near Jeff. He's a whole pit stop behind him. Womjo's going to need fuel. Shugs is taking some fuel, so this is all helpful. Who's that? Poster Boy? He's going to be the next one out, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Shugs, Axel's out. Axel's out with 50% fuel. Shugs is out with a full tank. Poster Boy is out with 3/4. Wixie's out full wets again. Liam full wets again. BSF now with another half-second penalty for track limits, now latching onto the back of these guys. However, tyres quite worn from the previous lap, and on intermediates it's gonna be a hard question, or hard way to make up any places. Womjo out on intermediates, and the rain is quite sideways. Liam, sorry, with a 3-second pit lane penalty. Wixie and Poster Boy locked together. Shugs just up the road from them. Jeff on the intermediates has got to go. He's got to make this last. Oh, big wiggle. Big wiggle. Axel holding on for dear life as well here. Sends it into Puon. He's gone wide. He's got a 2-second penalty. That's going to increase because Puon never not gives you a penalty. And as I say that, it doesn't give him a penalty. So, good old penalty system going, do you know what? We're going to let you off again. Axel getting away with it. Shugs third, looking good. Wixie on the wets. BSF is up to 5th. But we'll drop back again, serving the penalty. BSF all over the back of Wixie. Serves the penalty. Poster Boy slides back through. BSF will drop one place. So the race not completely over for BSF, but if he hadn't made the second pit stop, would be 40 seconds up the road. Wixie and Poster Boy BSF trying to get the car straight, and does so quite early, but not early enough. And Poster Boy just holds on to that place, holding the tighter line. Whereas BSF decided to go take a trip on the scenic route. That's probably going to be another penalty. Silly penalties being picked up. Oh, and Poster Boy with a big wiggle. BSF is off, and more damage. More damage for BSF. Just avoiding accidents and getting collected by balls and other cars. This entire second half of the race, absolutely awful. Since that stop from the soft tyres, it's all gone downhill. Wixie doing a very good job though, holding on to fourth. Axel still in third, managed to get his damage repaired. Shug's in second now, with a long run up the road to Jeff, who just needs to stay calm, doesn't need to try, just hold on a couple of seconds a lap slower and just taking it nice and chill. BSF up the inside of Wixie, there's a bit of door banging. Now you got Poster Boy onto the back of this pack as well. Oh, Liam with a little graze, oh, double graze, and spins Poster Boy into the gravel. Poster Boy luckily gets away without damage, but does lose several places. Womjo following BSF, BSF following Wixie. Looking for the move on the inside, he's not going to get it. Runs massively wide. And picks up another half-second penalty. And off to the pits again. So that damage not too much, sorry, to deal with. Wixie on the wet tyres, they're holding on just for the moment. Jeff is doing another lap on those intermediates. He's got nothing to lose. He's just got to go. And hopefully Shugs with his intermediates will be able to do something to close in, although the gap is so big. BSF has gone to softs, so this last stint needs to be mega. The wetometer there in the bottom corner, it says it's nearly time for dry tyres. Any more rain now and BSF is stuffed. Over Eau Rouge, that's probably another penalty, and if that is, it's just going to compound the disaster of this second half of the race. So now 2 pit stops behind the leader again, and some. Liam on the wets doing alright, keeping them alive. Poster Boy on the intermediates, Womjo on the intermediates, Wixie on the full wets. Those full wets starting to burn up quite quickly. The intermediates not far behind though. Some doing better on the intermediates than others at this stage, but the wet's definitely burning out. We're looking at 9 minutes to go, 8 minutes to go. Jeff is in. So can Jeff get in and out? He's got a massive lead over Shugs. Shugs is indicating right, but has been for the last 20 minutes. Is Shugs going to dive in as well? He is. So Jeff's going to easily get out in front. Axel diving in as well. Poster Boy goes through. So Poster Boy thinking those intermediates are going to keep going for a bit longer. Jeff is out though. Coming out. And on soft tyres, just needs to get to that dry line and does so. And that's it. That's Jeff. Unless he stuffs it in a wall, gets caught on the wet or whatever, that's him done. Can't really see him losing 2 pit stop worth of time in 6 minutes. BSF is up to 3rd though. We have lost Shugs. Shugs was invisible there for a minute. Diva still on the intermediates, keeping it safe. He doesn't want to... I don't think he's going to stop again before the end of the race. So Diva now committed as the pit lane will close in exactly 1 minute. Diva's committed to intermediates. Poster Boy is also on intermediates. I need to check if Poster Boy pits. If Poster Boy pits in the last 5 minutes, there's a 1 minute time penalty added on. And that could drop him with the middle pack so close. That could drop him all the way to the back. Jeff on the softs, he's pretty clear unless he takes massive damage. BSF wide in poo on. Wixie is quite a long way behind, so BSF just needs to stay on that dry line and just take it easy. There's no need to push hard. Although the windscreen wipers are on and we know that is attack mode. So he's still hunting. I don't know what he's hunting for. The pit lane is now closed. Poster Boy continues on the intermediates. Straight onto the wet stuff. He's got to keep him alive for 2 more laps. Can he keep these tyres alive for 2 more laps? Maybe that's what BSF is hunting for. You can smell blood in the water. But with silly mistakes like that, you're not going to capitalise at all. So that lap around, a 240 to a 236, 4 seconds is not enough. Poster Boy is at least a dozen, if not more, up the road. Jeff is another half a dozen, if not more, up the road from Poster Boy. And on the correct tyres. So, I mean, this is probably all in vain. Wixie on some hards, Axel on some mediums, Momjo on mediums, Diva making his tyres last as well. He's got to go to the end on those intermediates. Diva is a tyre whisperer. He's extremely good at making tyres last. But I don't know if he can get these intermediates to the end. Wamjo on the mediums in front. And if Liam keeps pushing Diva, that's going to make tyre saving even harder. As we head back to the front, Jeff is all on his own. Same with Poster Boy. BSF still trying. That car just being launched into corners all over the curbs. Every last scrap of time is being extracted. Wixie on the hards is closing in. And Axel too, just being towed around. So this battle for third place still isn't over. We head into the last 2.5 minutes. It's definitely the last lap for most of these guys. We're looking at crossing the line with 2 minutes and 15 seconds ish, 2 minutes and 10 to go. This has got to be the last lap. Poster Boy's just got to hold on one more lap. He crosses the line with 2 minutes to go. That's definitely not enough for more than one lap. BSF tyres on the front of this car, absolutely haggard, and a big wiggle on the exit of the final corner. Wixie has gone somewhere. He's gone backwards massively. So he's added off. And that's allowed Axel up the road. BSF with a 234, Poster Boy with a 240, Jeff with a 233. So Jeff extending his lead over P3, but 6 seconds that lap around, 5 seconds, 5 to 6 seconds. It's not enough. BSF there just in the background poking in. I think Poster Boy's got this. There is a half-second penalty and the tyres are dropping quickly. No penalties for BSF and he might have a chance. It's a very slim chance, but full attack mode is engaged and every ounce of that car being thrown through corners like a ragdoll. Axel's pretty much got this sealed if he can just keep it on the track as well. Wixie's fast, but those hard tyres will just suffer. Joe is doing all good. Liam and Diva still fighting. Diva with the intermediates, searching for any wet patch at all now to stop them overheating. Jeff coming up to the final hairpin, final chicane. He's all good. Poster Boy massively slow. BSF closing, but not fast enough. Poster Boy serves the penalty. His tyres hanging on. Here comes BSF, just launching it mode. Poster Boy, 2 corners to go. He's got such a big gap. Jeff has one. Poster Boy makes those intermediates last to the end of the race and picks up a very good second place. BSF will come home in third. Axel will be fourth. Or will he? Wixie has closed right back up and it's a drag race to the line. Axel does get fourth, Wixie fifth. Liam, good recovery in the end, sixth. Diva is up to seventh. Wamjo is now last. So Wamjo's had a massive off or something in the last dying seconds of the race. And as we check the results, Jeff with a massive win. Poster Boy second, BSF third, Axel fourth. Wixie doesn't win a race for the first time in 4 or 5 races. Comes fifth. Liam 6th, Diva 7th, Mumjo 8th, Shugs is 9th. T-Jam will get points for 10th in this race. Shugs, though, with the disconnect, he actually did finish the race on his own. So the server just decided to have a massive fritz. Pending the review show, Shugs' time across the line will be factored into the rest of the grid, and he will find a position a little bit further up, potentially. But very weird, postable. Shugs there having a disconnect with like 15-20 minutes to go. Finished the race on his own, and he had the recording to show that he finished on his own. So very strange, but there we go. That is the AMC for this week, all done. As I said, the next race is Dragon Trail. Oh, I nearly made the whole stream without a yawn. Oh, damn it. Nearly. The next race will be Dragon Trail Gardens in the WRX Isle of Man. So that will be a very, very interesting race. You've got a bit of DRS, you've got a bit of four-wheel drive, you've got a bit of torque vectoring, a bit of weather. That could be a very, very exciting race. So look forward to that one on Wednesday. If you would like to get involved, feel free, drop the channel a like, a comment. I will drop you a fresh link to the Discord. Add the PSN, BSF Gaming. Drop me a message to say, hey, look, I want to join this series. And hopefully I will see you all on track soon. This is BsF Gaming signing off for the AMC. I'm going to quickly grab some lunch and then I'll be back to do the Precision Motorsport PMS Endurance Series shortly. For now, stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you again. Have fun. Be right back.